in the UK, that's a big thing amongst the police department here. There was, like, I remember a couple years ago or last year, um, they were complaining because they had been defunded in terms of you know how back in the day you had beat cops everywhere, right? Well, they defunded that here in the UK, and so community policing has been, down the toilet, and that's part of the reason why like gang culture just started to grow as well over here. And from what I was told a long time ago, because there's been a lot of stabbings in the UK, and I don't know if you guys have heard it. It was so bad, it surpassed New York, which usually is the capital of all those stabbings and killings. But the stabbings got so bad here, people started to question why, and a lot of it had to deal with. So I was talking to this other guy who works with at-risk youth, and he works with all the gangs, and he said what the cops did, which was wrong, was that in one full sweep they arrested all the gang leaders. Like instead of actually talking to them, they just arrested all the gang leaders. But then what happens when the gang leader is gone? You got all these young guys who have no leader, and they all want to fucking take over. And so, like, even amongst the same gang, like if there's two guys who want to be the leader of the gang, they'll split up. And so it's all gone nuts. It's all gone haywire. While in the old days, when there was more community policing, there would be like a guy, there would be people that would talk to the police, and then they would try to kind of like create some type of boundaries of peace amongst the different gangs. Mm-hmm. But because that's all gone, it's gone crazy, and there's no more community. There's no funding for community policing. The stabbings have gone up, and of course they took out funding for like youth centers and after school programs. And
so what are they going to do then? They're just going to ban the knives like they ban the guns over there?
Yeah.
They're doing programs where they're doing programs where they're taking away the knives or like asking people to volunteer, which is just ridiculous, man. Because really, you got kitchen knives. People have knives everywhere for food, for preparing food. It's like it'll never. Maybe I understand like the big, like crazy bolos and stuff that you don't even have a garden for whacking the trees, that kind of thing. But it's gotten worse. But then there are grassroots organizations like that are like Waltham. Over here we have Citizens, which is the name of an organization, and they're trying to address those issues with for at-risk youth and try to see if we can get funding for policing again. Those issues, especially even more so now with all the protesting, things are going to change and move a little bit faster, I think.
Hopefully.